Welcome. If you are tuning in via live stream, compliments Facebook. So if you're watching that way or here in the Zoom room, welcome. For those of you who are on Zoom, please use the chat function to ask your questions as they arise throughout the presentation. We have a really focused hour-long webinar for you with a good 15 minutes built into the end of that hour, included in that hour rather, to answer some of your most pressing questions around AI and its impacts on healthcare. My name is Dr. April Bolton. I am the Dean of the Graduate School here at Hood College, and it is my pleasure to welcome all of you again, whether you're here in the Zoom platform with us or joining us via Facebook live stream. With that, I would like to start sharing my screen, and we want to get started. So, all right. As you know, we are going to be hearing from an expert in the field on how AI is impacting and will continue to impact healthcare. It is my pleasure to introduce our featured keynote speaker for tonight, Dr. Tim Coffin. He literally wrote the textbook on health informatics. We are delighted to have his expertise on our faculty and to be serving as our director of our new health informatics program, both master's degrees and certificates. So with that, I am going to turn it over to Dr. Coffin.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our presentation on the future of AI in healthcare. My name is Dr. Tim Coffin. I'm the Program Director of Health Informatics at Hood College. I've been working with AI for about 30 years, working with AI in healthcare for about 10 years. Today, we're exploring the remarkable journey of artificial intelligence in the healthcare sector, its current applications, and the future prospects that hold the potential to revolutionize how we approach diagnosis, treatment, and patient care. This session aims to provide a comprehensive overview of the impact of artificial intelligence on healthcare, highlighting both the transformative benefits and significant challenges we face when we're integrating this technology into our healthcare system. So as we navigate through today's presentation, I invite you to consider the ways that AI can enhance the effectiveness and efficiency of healthcare delivery, but also ponder the ethical, privacy, and regulatory implications of its widespread adoption. The integration of AI into healthcare, it's not just about technological advancement. It's really about reshaping the landscape of healthcare to offer a more personalized, accessible, and high-quality care to patients worldwide. So let's take a look at this journey. So during this session, what we're trying to do is help you appreciate the evolution of artificial intelligence. I want you to understand where AI can be applied in healthcare settings, consider the impacts of healthcare delivery and workforce changes that will have to happen. Really, I want to provide a forum for people to ask questions and then investigate how, continued education can support you on this journey. So today's agenda, next slide, please, is structured to provide a comprehensive overview of the profound impact of AI across various fields and facets of healthcare. We're going to start by introducing you to AI in healthcare and lay the groundwork for understanding its significance and the transformative potential that AI can hold. Next, we'll trace the evolution of healthcare and the healthcare sector from its humble beginnings to its cutting-edge applications we see today. The journey we're going to take will help look at revolutionizing diagnostics, enabling personal medicine, leveraging predictive analytics to foresee and prevent healthcares in the future before they escalate. We'll also examine the role of robotics in surgery. AI contributes to patient care and its emerging role in mental health services, and we can delve deeper into critical topics such as data security, ethical considerations, and the impact of AI. Finally, we kind of gaze into the future, contemplating the advancements and challenges that lie ahead for AI in healthcare. Our session will end with a Q&A session if you have some questions, and provide an opportunity to dialogue for further exploration. So I really appreciate everybody joining us today. Next slide. So what is AI? Artificial intelligence in healthcare refers to the use of machine learning algorithms and software to replicate human cognition in the analysis, presentation, and understanding of complex medical and healthcare data. It has the potential to exceed human capabilities, by providing new ways to diagnose, treat, and prevent diseases. In simpler terms, artificial intelligence allows computers and other machines to mimic human thinking, to learn and to make decisions or take actions. Well, at least make decisions and help healthcare providers take actions. AI's potential benefits in healthcare include improving patient outcomes, reducing costs, and really benefiting human populations or population health. As AI continues to evolve, its impact on healthcare will likely grow, revolutionizing how we diagnose, treat, and manage healthcare conditions. Next slide, please. In the realm of healthcare, AI stands as a beacon of innovation. It offers solutions that promise to transform the very fabric of the way we do patient care, diagnosis, and treatment. The potential in healthcare is vast and varied and encompasses everything from early disease detection and diagnostic accuracy to personalized treatment plans and improved patient outcomes. As we delve into the topic, it's essential to recognize that AI is not just a tool, but a partner in redefining healthcare, making it more data-driven, more patient-centric, and efficient than ever. The introduction of AI into healthcare has opened doors and possibilities that we've once considered really to be science fiction. For algorithms that can predict patient deteriorations before they happen, to virtual assistants that provide continuous support to both patients and healthcare providers. However, as we stand on this cusp of what I really consider a new era in healthcare, it's crucial to navigate the challenges that accompany these advancements, such as the data privacy concerns, ethical dilemmas, and the need for robust regulatory frameworks. Today's discussion aims at highlighting these aspects and providing really a balanced view of AI's role in shaping the future of healthcare. The journey of AI in healthcare, it's really a fascinating story of evolution, marked by milestones that are progressively reshape medical practices and patients' care. Early applications in managing health records to today's advanced algorithms capable of diagnosing disease with greater accuracy than ever before, AI has come a long way. This evolution reflects not just technological advancement, but a broader shift towards leveraging data to improving health outcomes. Understanding that history is crucial from appreciating the potential or addressing challenges in AI. Early applications were things like trying to predict which patient would not show up for an appointment. Today, we're trying to predict which patients will develop cancer or who's going to have a heart attack before it happens. As we explore the evolution of AI, it becomes clear that the impact is far-reaching and affecting various aspects of healthcare. Today, AI tech is instrumental in advancing research and streamlining operations and facilitating remote patient monitoring and showcasing technological versatility. This progression from rudimentary tasks to complex decision-making and predictive analytics really illustrates, I think, the dynamic nature of artificial intelligence. It promises even greater advancements in the future. With each leap we take forward nowadays, AI brings us closer to a healthcare system that's more accessible, personalized, and effective. Next slide. The power of AI to revolutionize diagnostics lies in an unparalleled ability to analyze and interpret vast amounts of data swiftly and accurately. This capability is transforming the landscape of disease detection, making it possible to identify conditions at its earliest stage that when they are most treatable. I myself have created models to identify certain rare diseases 15 to 20 years before normal detection. Through the analysis of medical images, electronic health records, and genetic data, AI is enabling a level of precision and accuracy to efficiency to efficiencies previously unattainable. The impact of this advancement is profound. It offers a promising and significantly improved patient outcomes through early intervention. Take, for example, the field of radiology, as this slide shows, where AI algorithms are now being used to detect anomalies in X-rays and MRIs with a level of detail and speed that surpasses human capability. Similarly, in oncology, AI-driven tools are analyzing genetic information to identify biomarkers of cancer and to facilitate personalized treatment plans that significantly enhance the chances of success. These examples underscore the transformative potential of AI in diagnostics, heralding a new era in technology and medicine covering to save lives. Next. Personal medicine, next slide, please. Personal medicine represents one of the most exciting frontiers in healthcare. AI's potential to tailor treatment to individual genetic makeups has become a reality. This approach moves beyond the one-size-fits-all model, offering treatments and therapies specifically designed to match a patient's unique physiological characteristics. AI's role in this paradigm shift is crucial as it provides the tool to analyze genetic data and predict how patients will respond to certain individual medications and recommend the most effective treatment protocols. Introducing genomics and proteomics and using AI to work with those are critical to this effort. This level of customization not only improves patient outcomes, but really also minimizes the risk to adverse reactions to these treatments, marking a significant step forward in patient care. The implications of AI-driven personal medicine are vast. They extend far beyond individual patient care to our broader healthcare system. By enabling more precise treatments, AI can help reduce the time it takes to treat these patients. Next. So next, we're talking about AI or predictive analytics in AI. So predictive analytics empowered by our artificial intelligence marks a pivotal shift in healthcare from reactive medicine to proactive management. Through the analysis of vast data sets, AI algorithms can identify patterns and predict health outcomes, allowing healthcare providers to anticipate the patient's needs and intervene before conditions worsen. These transformative capabilities extend from predicting individual patient risks, such as hospital readmissions or disease onset, to broader health or public health challenges, including outbreak forecast and syndromic surveillance and management. The power of predictive analytics lies in the ability to harness historical and real-time data, integrating information from EHRs, genomics, and wearable devices to provide a comprehensive view of patient health. By doing so, AI enables a more nuanced approach to healthcare, focusing on prevention and early intervention rather than solely treatment of disease. So the impact of AI-driven predictive analytics in healthcare it's profound, offering the potential to significantly improve outcomes while reducing cost. For patients with chronic conditions, such as diabetics, predictive analytics can lead to personalized care plans that preemptively address potential complications, enhancing the quality of life and longevity. In hospital settings, these analytics can optimize resource allocations, anticipate patient flow, and reduce emergency room overcrowding. However, the integration of analytics into healthcare also presents some challenges, including ensuring the accuracy of the predictions, protecting patient privacy, and addressing the potential ethical considerations around predictive decision-making. So as we navigate these challenges, the goal remains clear. We want to leverage AI and predictive analytics to create more efficient, effective, and a patient-centered healthcare system. Next slide. So the advent of robotics in the healthcare system represents a fusion of technology and medicine that's transforming patient care and surgical precision. Robotic technology, ranging from surgical robots to rehabilitation and companion robots, is enhancing the capabilities of healthcare professionals and improving patient outcomes. Surgical robots, for example, allow minimally invasive procedures with greater accuracy, reducing recovery times and minimizing the risk of infection. Advanced robotic systems offer a level of dexterity and control that surpasses human capability, enabling surgeons to perform complex procedures with enhanced precision. Beyond surgery, robotics in healthcare extend to patient rehabilitation, where robotic exoskeletons and assisted devices support and accelerate the recovery process, aiding patients in regaining mobility and independence. Robotics in healthcare is not limited to physical intervention. Robotic companions also are emerging, as we've seen in movies, but they're now becoming real. These companions are innovative solutions for patient care, providing social interaction and assistance to elderly patients with chronic conditions. They can perform a range of tasks from medication reminders to monitoring vital signs and improve quality of life for individuals that need constant care. As these techs become advanced, integration into the healthcare yields further innovations that can expand our medical boundaries of treatment and patient care. However, as we said before, the widespread adoption of these necessitates careful consideration of the ethical and regulatory concerns. Additionally, the training implications to ensure these technologies enhance rather than complicate patient lives in the delivery of care. So robotics are providing a bright future with the potential to redefine standards of medical care and treatment. Next slide. AI is increasingly becoming a vital tool in the field of mental health. It offers innovative solutions to some of the most pressing challenges in diagnosis, treatment, and patient support. AI-driven technologies such as computer or natural language processing and machine learning and computer-based tools are being used to analyze speech and language patterns, social media interactions, and other digital footprints to identify early signs of mental health conditions, including depression and anxiety. Early detection is crucial and can significantly impact the effectiveness of interventions and the overall prognosis for patients. Additionally, things like AI chatbots and virtual assistants are providing accessible and intermediate support, offering coping mechanisms and mental health resources for those who may not have those access to traditional therapies due to stigma, cost, or location. It's also playing a role in personalizing mental health treatment plans, tailoring interventions to unique needs of individuals based on their behavioral data, response to previous treatments, and personal preferences. By looking at this vast amount of data that we have, AI algorithms can predict which treatments are most likely to be effective for specific patterns, thereby reducing the trial and error approach. It can also be used to determine which specific prescriptions may be more effective for certain patients. This not only accelerates the path of recovery, but also enhances patient engagement and adherence to treatment plans. As I said before, there's also some ethical and privacy concerns when we talk about using AI in mental health. So as we continue to harness this power, it's imperative that we maintain a focus on patient safety, confidentiality, and we ensure we don't eliminate the human touch that's fundamental to therapeutic relationships. Next slide. As we shouldn't forget healthcare is a business, so we do need to be concerned about how these hospitals and practices make money and continue to pay for services. So AI's influence extends beyond clinical applications and can significantly impact the financial aspect of healthcare through the optimization of the healthcare revenue cycle. By integrating AI into billing and coding and patient insurance processes, healthcare providers can provide greater accuracy and efficiency, reducing errors and minimizing delays. This results in improved cash flow and financial stability for healthcare institutions. It also ensures that resources are allocated efficiently to enhance patient care. These AI-driven analytics also play a crucial role in identifying patterns and trends within billing data and help prevent fraud and ensuring compliance with ever-changing regulations. I've actually used payer data used healthcare claims data to create predictive models to predict disease. So we're actually, you can use different sets of data to predict disease and increase patient benefits. So the benefits of incorporating AI into the healthcare revenue cycle are manifold. For patients, it means more transparent billing processes and quicker resolution of billing inquiries, which increases overall satisfaction. And for healthcare providers, these tools streamline administrative tasks, freeing up the staff to focus more on patient care rather than paperwork. Moreover, by predicting revenue flow and identifying potential bottlenecks, AI can enable healthcare institutions to make informed decisions about resource allocation. Next slide. As we know, in the healthcare system, AI digital security is critical. So in this era, data security and privacy has emerged as paramount concerns, particularly when integrating AI. Vast amounts of patient data required to train AI models, ranging from personal health records to genetic information, pose significant risks if not properly safeguarded. Breaches in healthcare data not only compromise patient privacy, but can also have severe financial and reputational consequences for hospitals. As AI continues to evolve and ensure that integrity and confidentiality of healthcare data necessitates advanced security protocols to include things like encryption, secure data storage, and robust access controls. The development of AI applications must adhere to stringent data protection regulations in Europe, such as the General Data Protection Regulation, and in the US, HIPAA rules. These set standards for privacy and security practices for handling healthcare data. So AI is playing an increasingly vital role in bolstering hospital cybersecurity measures, particularly in defending against ransomware attacks. By leveraging AI capabilities in pattern recognition and anomaly detection, institutions can proactively identify and neutralize potential threats before they escalate. So beyond the technical safeguards, fostering a culture of security and privacy within healthcare organizations it's really essential. So as healthcare continues to embrace AI, balancing these the innovative potential of these technologies will be imperative to protecting safety and security. Next slide. One of the big things we see in the news these days is generative AI, and generative AI will probably have a big role in the field of healthcare. So generative AI, it's an exciting field that leverages deep learning algorithms to create new content such as text, audio, code, and more. In healthcare, it holds immense promise for transforming the various aspects of the industry. So some of the ways that generative AI will be used to impact healthcare is things like automating clinical documentation, such as, if you can imagine a scenario where a healthcare clinician records a patient visit using a mobile app powered by generative AI. The AI adds real-time patient information, identifies gaps, and prompts the clinician to fill them in. And the result would be structured notes with conversational language generated, replacing manual and time-consuming note-taking. It's also going to be used to unlock unstructured data, where healthcare operations deal with a vast amount of unstructured data, including clinical notes, diagnostic images, and medical charts. Generative AI can analyze this unstructured data, making it easier to extract insights and improve decision-making. So by combining the unstructured data with structured data, such as insurance claims, generative AI can hopefully improve operational efficiency. It's also going to be used a lot in education, simulation, and training, where generative AI can create realistic simulations for various health conditions, and medical students and professionals can practice in a risk-free, controlled environment. So whether it's simulating surgeries or replacing patient models with different diseases, we can use generative AI to create data sets and aids to help in skills development. Will be used in enhancing diagnosis and decision support, where Gen AI will analyze patient records, lab results, and medical images, such as, MRIs and X-rays. It can identify potential problem areas and suggest further testing and treatment options, and help doctors make more accurate decisions. We can look at quality improvement and modernization. By automating operational tasks, generative AI can free up clinician time for doctors and nurses to work more hands-on with patients. It can bring years of clinical data to their fingertips and streamline workflows. It can help modernize the infrastructure and really unlock the potential for the industry. The risks with generative AI are exposing patient information that's sensitive. We need human oversight to make sure that generative AI isn't producing hallucinations or incorrect responses. So we need to make sure that humans monitor these results to make sure they're correct. And, there does need to be some sort of regulatory framework created. So as these regulations evolve, users need to ensure that there's a safe and ethical use. So it does have potential to revolutionize healthcare by improving efficiency and quality, but there is some way to go. Next slide. I have talked about on each one of these things the ethical consideration. So the integration of AI into healthcare does introduce a host of considerations that have to be meticulously addressed to ensure that these technologies benefit patients without inadvertently causing harm. One of the paramount ethical concerns, I think, is the potential for bias in AI algorithms, which can arise from skewed data sets or flawed design. This bias can pose a significant risk, potentially leading to unequal treatment outcomes across different demographics, including race, gender, and socioeconomic status. So we have to address these biases, and we require a commitment to ethical AI development, including creation of diverse data sets and algorithmic transparency to ensure that equitable healthcare outcomes for all patients. Algorithmic transparency can be difficult with deep AI algorithms. So we do need to put some research into how to create more explainable AI systems for healthcare. There's also an ethical obligation to maintain patient autonomy in the AI-driven landscape. Patients have to have a clear understanding how AI is being used in their care and if it's being used in their care, including the right to consent or refuse to AI-driven interventions. So this respect for autonomy extends to ensuring that AI supports rather than supplements the decision-making roles of healthcare professionals and patients, so we can preserve that human element in healthcare. Additionally, the deployment of AI in healthcare raises some questions about accountability and responsibility, especially in cases where AI-driven decisions lead to adverse outcomes. Who is responsible? Is it the doctor or is it the system that's going to be responsible? So determining liability in these scenarios, whether it rests with the provider, the AI developer, or the algorithms itself, presents a complex ethical and legal challenge. So we need to ensure transparency in how these systems make decisions and establish clear guidelines for oversight, and make sure there's critical steps towards addressing these issues. There's an ethical imperative not to only focus on the technological capabilities, but also consider the broader societal impact, including access to AI-enhanced care and ensuring that the benefits of AI in healthcare are distributed equitably across the population without exacerbating existing disparities. It's essential for this AI integration of these techs into the healthcare system. So addressing these considerations really requires a multidisciplinary approach, engaging ethicists, technologists, healthcare professionals, and patients to navigate the complexities of AI in healthcare. Next slide. With the introduction of new technology, it always is going to affect the workforce. So the impact of AI on the healthcare workforce may be profound and multifaceted, promising to reshape roles and enhance service delivery, and there'll be a demand for new skills from professionals. AI technologies from diagnostic algorithms to predictive analytics will augment the capabilities of healthcare workers and enable them to provide more accurate, efficient, and personalized care. So, for instance, radiologist-assisted AI can detect diseases, as we said before, while predictive analytics can help nurses identify at-risk patients before critical conditions manifest. I've worked on AI algorithms to predict falls in hospitals, for instance. So the synergy between AI and human expertise could enhance the overall quality, or we hope it does, and potentially reduce burnout of clinicians by alleviating the repetitive and time-consuming tasks. The integration of AI also, introduces the need for ongoing education and training, ensuring that healthcare professionals are equipped to leverage these technologies efficiently. So conversely, the advent of AI raises concerns about job displacement and the need for workforce adaptation. So while AI can automate certain tasks, the essence of healthcare, the empathy, the moral judgment, and the patient communication remains inherently human. So rather than replacing job, AI is more likely to shift the nature of healthcare roles, emphasizing the importance of the interpersonal skills and the ability to work aside advanced technologies. So healthcare systems have to navigate these changes thoughtfully, and invest in workforce development, creating new roles that harness the unique strength of both AI and human professionals. By doing so, the healthcare industry can ensure that the integration of AI not only advances medical capabilities, but it enriches the roles of those people that are dedicated to caring for humans. So as AI becomes more integrated into healthcare, there will be a significant need for the existing workforce to undergo retraining. The retraining will help them acquire competencies essential for working efficiently with AI technologies and adapting to changing requirements that now include AI collaboration. So upskilling the healthcare workforce ensures that professionals are not only able to use new tools, but can enhance those roles by focusing on aspects of care that benefit from human touch, such as patient interaction and complex decision-making. And that's where Hood College is going to really help the healthcare workforce by providing advanced degrees, providing certificates, and providing these small continuing education opportunities where you can upskill your workforce. Next slide. So when we look at the regulatory landscape, we have the FDA, HIPAA, SAMHSA, CMS. The landscape for AI within the United States is dynamic and involving to provide a framework of design to balance the rapid innovation of these AI technologies with patient safety and ethical standards. The FDA plays a pivoted role in the landscape by setting guidelines for approval and use of AI-based medical devices and software. They have regulatory oversight aimed to ensure that the applications in healthcare are both effective and reliable while they protect patient health. This includes a rigorous review process to validate clinical efficiencies of AI systems and monitoring of post-market performance. In addition to regulations, there's a growing discussion among stakeholders about the need for standardized protocols for data sharing, interoperability, and patient consent, particularly as AI applications become more integrated into healthcare delivery. So at the core of this discussion is keeping pace with the speed of AI. Really, traditional regulatory pathways are not agile enough to accommodate the iterative and continuously learning nature of AI system. So it's led to the exploration of new models, such as the FDA's proposed framework for AI machine learning-based software or medical devices, looking at the total life cycle approach. So this approach recognizes the unique characteristics of AI, such as the ability to learn and adapt over time, and introduces the concept of predetermined change control plan for these. You have other organizations like the FTC, which protects, the customers against complaints, the Office of Consumer Rights, which enhances civil rights laws. Obviously, CMS is involved in this, NIST, and there's many organizations involved in regulatory oversight, and this is a rapidly evolving discipline. Next slide. So when we talk about the future of healthcare AI, AI in healthcare is poised to be transformative. We're really at a crossroads, promising that to redefine patient care with greater precision, increased personalization, and efficiency. So as we look ahead, we anticipate that artificial intelligence will permeate various aspects of healthcare, to include diagnostics, therapeutic development, patient engagement, and health administration. Enhanced by machine learning algorithms and future AI systems, we want to provide clinicians with deeper insight into patient data and facilitate early disease detection to enhance precision medicine and to increase the ability of predictive health analytics. This should not only improve health outcomes for patients, but should also optimize the use of healthcare resources. So with the advancements like natural language processing and robotics, artificial intelligence is expected to offer a more sophisticated patient interaction with assisted technologies and reduce the burden of healthcare professionals to allow more time for patient-centered care. However, the path to this AI augmented future involves navigating complex challenges such as ensuring equitable access to the AI-driven care, protecting patient privacy data, and maintaining robust ethical standards. The continuous evolution of AI also demands an agile regulatory framework that we can adapt to this rapid pace of innovation while safeguarding patient interest. Interdisciplinary collaboration is key to creating an ecosystem where artificial intelligence can thrive responsibly within the healthcare sector. Educational initiatives will be needed to equip healthcare professionals with the necessary skills to work alongside these artificial intelligence tools. So ensuring that the human touch remains at the forefront of healthcare. So as we harness the power of artificial intelligence, the collective goal is clear. We want to leverage these technologies to make healthcare more proactive, more accessible, and more effective, and ultimately enhance the quality of life of individuals around the globe. So that was kind of a quick and easy overview. So in conclusion, AI represents a monumental shift in the landscape of healthcare. We offer unparalleled opportunities to enhance diagnostic treatment and patient care while navigating the complexities of the healthcare revenue cycle. So as we explored today, the integration of artificial intelligence into healthcare is not without challenges, including the ethical considerations, privacy concerns, and the need for this robust framework. However, the potential benefits from personalized medicine to improve the operational efficiencies are immense, and they hold a great deal of promise for transforming healthcare into more patient-centric care. So as we open the floor for questions, let's consider that the future of healthcare let's consider the future of healthcare with artificial intelligence at its core. The journey ahead is one of collaboration, innovation, and continuous learning. So together, healthcare professionals, technologists, policymakers, and educators can navigate the challenges to harness the power of artificial intelligence to realize a future where healthcare is more accessible, personalized, and efficient for all. I appreciate your attention, and I look forward to our discussion and any questions you might have.
Thank you, Dr. Coffin. That was excellent. I'm
You're welcome.
always in awe after hearing you share. As someone not in the healthcare field, it's always really riveting to hear where the future of healthcare is heading. Thank you all. I have a few questions that have been entered into the chat. Please feel free to enter some additional ones. I'm going to queue these up to Dr. Coffin. We have about a little less than 15 minutes left in our session. For those of you who are joining us via live stream on Facebook, you're welcome to stay tuned. Unfortunately, I have no way of seeing potential questions you might have. But again, for you folks who are on Zoom, go ahead and continue to enter those, and I will pose those to Dr. Coffin as they appear. So one of the first questions that was asked, Dr. Coffin, is
Sure.
if you are in a leadership role in healthcare and
Sure.
have been confronted with a lack of background in AI from leadership, how do you get started by having different conversations with leaders at your facility? So,
Well,
go ahead.
one of the first ways to get started, I think is, there are a lot of free resources on, things like LinkedIn and Coursera and various other sites that can give a good, introductory overview of artificial intelligence. If you're in this area, I'd be welcome to come and talk to any one of your organizations and hold a discussion on how AI can be implemented. I do work with a lot of different organizations and talk to them and introduce them to concepts. One thing to realize that artificial intelligence is nothing to be feared. Currently, the state of the art is a narrow AI field where AI is trained to do specific activities, where there's no general AI. So what I would do in your organization is really look at specific areas in your organization that you think artificial intelligence might be helpful, where you can reduce the amount of interaction and try to automate and try to improve and predict stuff. And go through and have a discussion with your organization and say, what are some potential areas where we can look at introducing artificial intelligence? And then, your organization may bring in something like a chief information officer or a chief AI officer to come in and look at those one at a time. It's my recommendation is, they say, how does a tiger eat an elephant? You eat it one bite at a time. You're not looking for artificial intelligence to fix the world. You're looking for it to fix a specific problem, and then you can grow from there.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Coffin. Your talk was fascinating. How accurate are AI diagnostics compared to traditional methods? And what measures are in place to ensure the reliability of AI-driven medical advice?
So the answer to that question is it depends. Um, so as we know, humans are not perfect. So there are some doctors, humans, that can identify diseases better than others. There are, some doctors are right 99% of the time. Some doctors are right 90% of the time. So when you look at artificial intelligence, it's kind of the same way. I've, one of the models I created was, it was a prediction model to look at hemochromatosis. Hemochromatosis is the most prevalent genetic disorder, actually in European societies, people of European descent, and it is the most misdiagnosed genetic disease in the world. So the model I created could predict the future disease or identify the future disease with about a 98% accuracy, where doctors miss it all the time. So in this case, by running a diagnostic model against electronic health records, I can look at, we could look at indicators and actually find those patients that potentially have the disease, and then run a $5 blood test and confirm that, yes, they do have potential for the disease. Where the medical community looks at this disease and the disease causes things like heart disease, liver disease, diabetes. So the doctors end up diagnosing the symptoms, which are also diseases, but miss the underlying cause. So AI can be very good in certain things, but I can't point an AI model at a patient right now and say, tell me everything that's wrong with them. So we really have narrow AI that looks at individual things. I can look at, I can create models to look at pneumonia in in X-rays, and it's good at predicting pneumonia. But can I send a model to look at an X-ray and say, tell me everything that could possibly be wrong? Well, each individual model is created to predict a certain disease, and then all those models are looked together and you run them all. So each individual one can be very accurate, but you're basically working like a medical professional. So I would say that prediction can be equivalent. It all depends on the quality of the data that you use to train your model. So if you have good data, it can be accurate. If you have skewed data, you can get results that are not as good. But that's also really the same with humans. If you train them wrong, they work incorrectly. So
Okay, next question. I think we have time for a couple more. So if you have other questions, feel free to get it in. Thanks for this session. How does the use of AI in patient care impact the patient-provider relationship?
I will answer that in one respect. Today, I think it depends on the age of the provider. The younger the provider, the less I think, in my opinion, the less it affects that relationship, because younger people grew up using these toys, video games and stuff like that, and are used to working alongside technology and still having that human interaction. I've been to the doctor where they have sat there with their computer and typed in things and never looked at me, and I didn't like that. I think what you're going to see is that AI is going to be used to enhance that, where I will be able to sit with the doctor and he'll be able to talk to me, or she'll be able to talk to me. And, a large language model chatbot can sit there and listen to the conversation we're having, and then the doctor will no longer have to sit there and play with the computer. So I think AI can be used to enhance those interactions and free up the doctors or the nurses, the clinicians, from having to do the data entry in those, those intensive data type focuses, and will allow them to spend more personal time, talking and touching the patient. Well, touching the patient, patient touch. Yes. So I think it's going to improve that relationship.
Great. Another question. What do you recommend for early versus later career professionals or leaders in the field for the foundations of health informatics and AI?
Okay. I would, the program we offer at Hood College is a master's in health informatics, and I actually designed that program to be for a mid-career health informaticist. I think for your early career person, a knowledge of statistics would be good to learn, and some basic programming. Now, one of the things you'll notice is that AI is also eliminating the need for programming. So I encourage younger people to learn Python and R and maybe some SQL type things if they're going into the health informatics field. But, I think over the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to see the need for programming go away, where the computers will be doing that themselves. A lot of the systems out right now are low code and no code. So I think really understanding the fundamentals of the way predictions are made and the types of models that are going to be used are more important, and understanding the type of data that needs to go into a model and what the results mean when they come out. So interpretation of data is what health informatics is going to be in the future. And I think mid-career people, I think this master's degree of health informatics that we have is really focused on, there is some programming, but it's focused on understanding how to set up the health informatics research, how to set up the questions within the medical community, how to, a lot of times people talk about bias in data sets. Many times the bias is introduced in the question you ask. So, it's asking the question correctly and then understanding when you ask that question from a healthcare perspective, what data do I need to collect to answer that question? What models do I need to use to run the analysis of it? And then what those models mean, what the answers mean for those models. And one of my concerns right now in the AI field is that a lot of people can, quote, do AI because they can program Python and they can program models, but they don't understand the implications from a healthcare perspective of what data they're putting into their models and what answers they're getting out from the healthcare perspective. So, my fear is that people that understand how to program but don't understand healthcare may be creating AI systems that really won't benefit the clinician or the provider because, hey, it's kind of cool and I heard you could do this. So I think it's very critical that clinical people learn health informatics and learn AI type stuff so that, the domain specific knowledge can infuse this effort moving forward. I love computer scientists, but I don't want them doing surgery on me.
Okay, another question a participant entered. If a physician doesn't currently use a portal for records, how can they still take advantage of AI, or can they?
Well, a physician may not be using portals, but right now, 98% of clinicians have electronic health records because of the high tech effort where we really push to put put the electronic health records into hospitals and practices. So just about I don't know any doctors that do not have some form of electronic healthcare records. So it's really that system that we need to implement some of these AI algorithms. The portal itself is more of a communication device between the patient and the clinician. In one sense, I don't really like portals because I think what I see some of the clinicians do now is eliminating communication, say, hey, I sent you an email in the portal, go find it. So your results end up there and it's like, hey doc, am I gonna die? Well, I put that on the portal, go find it. So it does give you access to your information at a greater rate, but I think sometimes the portals decrease the amount of communication between the patient or the direct communication between the patient and the doctor. But those computer system backgrounds that hold the electronic health records and information can really be used to enhance the AI aspects and machine learning aspects where that data is resident. Next question.
Actually, Dr. Coffin, thank you so much. I think we are out of time because we do have just 2 more minutes worth of training updates for folks who are joining us via the live stream and or here in the live Zoom platform. I do want to thank you for giving such an interesting and cutting edge informative talk on this subject. So thank you very much.
If I could say one more thing, April.
Sure.
For those people that are here, our Masters of Health Informatics is a program that is set up for people from all walks of life. It's not just for healthcare providers. This can be a program where if you're mid-career and want to change roles in life, it is a program that you can readily come into. And move from one industry to the other. It's addressing this retraining and reskilling of people in the healthcare or into the healthcare profession, as well as enhancing the skills of people currently in the healthcare profession. So that's all I
Thank
have.
Thank you, Dr. Coffin. And that cues up nicely for the final minute. We have curated a training program from badging that really just lets you get a quick introductory exposure to some of these topics. If you're currently in the healthcare profession and you're hearing about programming and asking the right question and things that maybe sound above and beyond the technical training that you currently have, the program really is designed for current healthcare professionals. So Dr. Coffin has designed it to give you that foundation, that baseline training, so that you can bring the full force of your healthcare expertise to designing appropriate questions and really leveraging this technology. So just want to share, if you would like to learn more, you can take a picture of that QR code on the screen and join us on June 25th to have a one-on-one conversation with Dr. Coffin about some of those offerings. We have a number of courses that are non-degree, they're badge courses, and some of these are super accelerated. You can earn a badge in 5 to 6 weeks and just get that foundational knowledge, or dip your toes in the water to see if this is even something you'd like to learn a bit more about and apply. Again, badges, you see that website there. That's our health informatics website on Hood's website. And if you can't remember those things, maybe you'll remember Go Further at hood.edu. Send your questions, send requests for support. Even if you're not interested in coming to get a badge or a certificate or even a degree, there are ways we can partner with you to support your organization's interests and mission. Dr. Coffin is a great partner and has already formalized a number of partnerships along this vein. So please do reach out and let us know how we can support you and your organization. And with that, we thank you all for joining us, and stay tuned for future healthcare related health informatics webinars. We try to queue one of these up once a quarter roughly. So watch out for those. And again, thank you, Dr. Coffin. Great session.
You're welcome. Thank you, everybody.